Hello and welcome to Eternity Tutorials. In this segment, I'll be taking up few questions related to continuity. My very first question, as you see on the screen, is check the continuity of fx is equal to x square minus 25 upon x plus 5. If you see the question, then there is no point given to you to check the continuity. So we consider the point to be any constant, say c. So we say that the limit x tends to c for the function x square minus 25 upon x plus 5. If I factorize x square minus 25, I get x minus 5 into x plus 5, and the denominator remains as it is. This gets cancelled and the limit is c minus 5. Now I find f of c. When I put c in the function, I get c square minus 25 upon c plus 5. Again I factorize the numerator. C minus 5 and c plus 5, the denominator being c plus 5, which is equal to again c minus 5. Now because the limit x tending to c, f of x is equal to f of c, so we say the function fx is continuous. Now my second question is fx when fx is x when x is less than equal to 1, and it is 5 when x is greater than 1. We check the continuity of this function. Because there are two functions, so we take first the limit x tending to 1 minus. Because the limit is tending to 1 minus, so the function taken will be for x less than equal to 1, which is x. Now limit h tending to 0, 1 minus h. I put h to be 0 and I get the answer as 1. Now I take limit x tending to 1 plus, the function is 5 and the answer is also 5, because no matter whatever the value of the x is, the function is a constant, and hence we get the limit to be a constant. Now because the limit x tending to 1 minus of the function is not equal to limit x tending to 1 plus of the function, so the function is not continuous at x equal to 1. Let's move on to the next question. Now the function is defined as x plus 1 when x is greater than equal to 1, and it is equal to x square plus 1 when x is less than 1. So I first take the limit x tending to 1 minus. The function, if you see, for 1 minus is x square plus 1. Because it is 1 minus, so I take limit h tending to 0. Instead of x, I put 1 minus h whole square plus 1. I put h as 0 and the answer will come out to be 2. Next I take limit x tending to 1 plus. The function is x plus 1, and I next take the limit h tending to 0. Instead of x, I put 1 plus h plus 1. Again put the value of h as 0 and you get 2. Now because here we have x equal to 1, so we find out f of 1. F of 1 is 1 plus 1, which is equal to f of 1. The function is x plus 1. I put the value of x as 1 and I get 1 plus 1 as 2. As you can see that the limit x tending to 1 minus of fx is equal to limit x tending to 1 plus of the fx. This is equal to f of 1. So the function fx is continuous at x equal to 1. Now we are dealing with a new type of a question where we have to find the value of the unknown variable. As you can see in the question, lambda is the unknown variable here. We have the question as find the value of lambda if fx is equal to lambda x square minus 2x if x is less than equal to 0, and if x is greater than 0 the function is 4x plus 1, and it is given to us that the function is continuous at x equal to 0. Now because the function is continuous at x equal to 0, so the limit x tending to 0 minus of the function is equal to the limit x tending to 0 plus of the function. Now limit x tending to 0 minus the function is lambda x square minus 2x, and here the function is 4x plus 1. I put h tending to 0 and I get 0 minus h whole square minus twice of 0 minus h, and here limit h tending to 0 4 times 0 plus h plus 1. Now if I put the value of h as 0 here, I get lambda is equal to, and I put 0 here as well, 1. So lambda equal to 1 is the answer. Alright. Next question says find the value of k if fx is equal to kx plus 1 when x is less than equal to 5, and when x is greater than 5, 3x minus 5 is continuous at x equal to 5. Now again, as we've done in the previous question, we take limit x tending to 5 minus. The function is kx plus 1 and the limit x tending to 5 plus the function is 3x minus 5. Because it is continuous, so these two limits will always be equal. Now the limit h tending to 0, k, instead of x I put 5 minus h plus 1 is equal to limit x tending to limit h tending to 0 3 times 5 plus h minus 5. When I put h as 0, I get 5k plus 1 and I get 15 minus 5 here, which is 5k plus 1 is equal to 10 and 5k becomes equal to 9, which implies that k is equal to 9 upon 5. I hope the concept of continuity is clear to all of you. I'll be taking up new concept in my next video. Thank you.